I have to personally want to say this. It's been a while since I have not seen Charlotte for quite some time, leaving off with episode 7 and going on to episode 8. I personally want to say here is this based with this episode, based watching this episode for the first, not for the first time, but watch this episode again, and just actually just strike you at the heart. You know, stab you right through the heart, or stab you right through the heart. And one thing I want to say here is basically that some people that may not be able to understand the other different things that some people may not be able to know or anything or anything like that, or may not be able to know basically from those different things and stuff like that. And sometimes people just want to lose their grip and just say like they want to move on, without anybody else or anything like that, and they think that they can survive by doing things that are just for them, or maybe that it's just unjust basically for others. It's kind of like a situation where you have an atheist versus a Christian. That a Christian believes in the Bible and somebody else believes in God, and you also have the atheist who pretty much doesn't really probably don't like God, probably doesn't believe in it, or they just probably just don't understand, or when it comes to basic from those reasons and stuff like that. I don't want to make this video into a full blown of a situation when it comes to being a Christian and basically atheist or anything like that, basically in this episode. But it does comes from basically from an understanding basically of the kind of view and basically and the reason I'm saying this is basis because it's just that everybody has their differences. Everybody has their own motives about like how they feel when it comes to listening to their favorite song, listening to the like or listen to the favorite book or whatever it is, or something that they really actually do love. And to be honest with you, I do believe this. I do believe this. This is really actually true. To me, I think it really actually is. People can change. People can change. We can all can change, and we can really all we can. That's kind of like telling like Rocky versus a. That's like kind of tell like you based from the movies from the Rocky series places when it comes to basically the fourth episode where Rocky's trying to tell Apollo like we're changing. We can't do that like we used to back to say we're not really the same. We're changing. We're changing into something different basically in our lives. And even though people do change really a lot, but some people just don't believe in it basically the fact because changing into something new doesn't mean if it's going to make things worse or if it's going to make things better. But I really want to I want to say this also well too, that people do have a choice of basically what they really want to do, what their lives or anything like that. Basically, me as a Christian standpoint, like I said before, I believe in God. I read my Bible. I go to church every Sunday. I love to do the things I love to do. Spend time with my girlfriend and my family, and and do things I love to hear to do on YouTube and stuff like that, and basically stuff like that. But I said it many times before that I can't remember how much of the times I've said it that I don't want people to be upset with me because I'm just basically just saying this stuff because not trying to hurt somebody, but I want people to really just to know is that it's their decision about what they really wanted to do. It's their decision. I'm not gonna force to basically just do that. But that kind of reminds me when it comes to based off this episode because you could just see that the woman that she's blind and basically that she's trying to get a understanding to based on the MC and try to tell her she's trying to tell him to understand to understand what it means the meaning of life and other different things and stuff like that. But it's kind of sad because I think she said that she doesn't really believe in God anymore for some real reasons I don't know or anything like that. Maybe I'm not really misunderstanding based off the episode or anything like that. But it really does. One thing I really liked the most about this episode where she was a very kind thing to do, and I was really happy to really actually see this and stuff like that because you normally don't see anime characters really do this really often like this in basic anime, paying respects to family, like what happened and stuff like that. It's kind of like going to the grave sites, you're respecting the dead, like the American soldiers who have passed away, who has passed away, putting flags on their tombstones and stuff like that. It shows a sign of a respect what they did and basically in the military and other different things and stuff like that. And I also want to say this also too, because it's just that for people needs to really understand life is fragile. Life is very, very fragile in our life. You're gonna run into somebody has a different personal connection of basically they could be the same as you, or they could be the same as them, or they could be basically different. Just like basically, well, Cool Runnings, just like with you brother. Like one of my favorite quotes from the from the movie that he says like that he says, which is a nail on the head, which I definitely agree with. I 100% like this about what he says. It's really is basically it really gets to me, and it really is basically hard because that when they basically basically qualify for the Olympics and stuff like that, positive and stuff like that. But he said that we're different. People are always afraid of what's different, and I always live by that standard every single day. And I love that quote so much because it just really actually just to basically to learn from and stuff like that. And yes, you're gonna have people make fun of you or anything like that, based for all those reasons. Because I mean, people are different. I mean, that's all I really are. Really are. Do I consider myself being a different person? Yes. Some people may not understand me because when it comes to my disability or anything like that, and that's what it basically feels to me. But that's what I basically I'm trying to say here, basically when it comes to based off this episode, because it shows different similarities. Basically, when you take it from the movies and stuff like that, and you look into that and you dive into that and say like, yeah, hey, I've been there before because I've been through that situation before, and I have, and I really have. And the reason why basically it points out those situations. This is not just basically like a hateful situation. It's really is not because it's really not basically all that because it's just to me basically to me it's just something that it's just basically something that like you're in control of your own life. You're in control. Nobody can control you or anything like that. But even though if you were to ask God like ask to be saved or something like that, I mean, like I said before, I mean that's your decision. That's your choice. That's based off to you. Because sometimes people do tend to hold a grudge. Sometimes people don't. Sometimes people do. But people are always going to be different. People are always going to basically want to change in the basic change something different or something. Just like what Rocky says, we're changing. We can't do that like we did back then. Even though, and I think that was a very good quote because from Sylvester Stallone when he said that to Apollo because he wants to make a record straight to Apollo and just say like we can't go back in the past and basically to be that person like we really were and just and basically so on and so on. And that's what I basically do believe. And I like the quote, like I said, I like the quote just based from the movie, just basically from Kurt Runnings. It's just absolutely just such one of the most best quotes I've ever heard in such a long time. You never will find this in any other movies because I think it just really actually really is. I think the basic to me in this anime is very special. It really actually is. It's seeing the episode basic of this paying respects to a family is something that I really definitely do like. And it doesn't really get to me really that much because even though I told you guys quite some time about my grandpa because my grandpa was my everything. He really was. I seen him, and I seen him right there. Basically, like that. And said his final wish says, "I love you," and I said, "I love you back." And then definitely that, bam, he was gone right there. And it's sad. It's really is. It's very sad. And basically, I still live by based from my opinion. Life is fragile. Life is very, very fragile. It really actually is. Some people may not understand that. Some people may not really just to this basically just to see that, and people just may not, and I'm sorry like that some people has gone through other different experiences basically when it comes to life, other different experience when people that basis comes for life. And that's an understanding situation. That's an understanding situation, and it really actually is. And personally, I just want to say is basically is that if people if people are going to get offensive about some of the things I said, I will be gladly to remove this video because I'm not implanted to offend people about like how I feel from this episode, but basically to let people know that this is what I've seen and this is basically what I believe. This is basically what it comes to basically from those different similarities when it comes to real life and other different things, other different things. And to be honest, I'm not really that smart. I'm really not that smart. Sometimes I can be a little hard headed at times, but yeah. But if I really wanted to remove a video, then I probably would. But I'm probably not unless if somebody asks me to remove it because out of respect from other different situations and stuff like that. And so that's why I'm just saying this, and I really like it. So I really definitely do hope that people definitely do understand. So yeah, but anyway, so that's it for the exam review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like the stuff? Do you guys don't like it? Do you guys say it was good or bad? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But and so yeah. Anyways, this is the next. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs up. Doesn't matter to me. And leave your comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, just I love you guys. Please stay and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.